Now, historically, India and many of the African countries, including Nigeria, we were colonized by the British, right? But it looks like we lost a whole lot of our culture to the British culture. I'm not sure Indians lost so much to the British culture because I look at India, you guys speak Hindi. In Nigeria, for example, we don't have a uniform language. Our lingua franca is English. Indians' lingua franca is Hindi, I think. All right, and you look at it also from a religious perspective. I think Hinduism is from India originally. I mean, I learned that because during the last Diwali in Texas, they actually came to teach us about the Diwali. So I found out about the Indian community, you know. So if I drill down a little bit, it looks like there was something India knew early enough, even during colonization, that maybe we didn't get right. Do you want to share with us what was that thing that didn't make you, because, I mean, Britain came with Christianity, right? But India stuck to their guns. I know the role Mahatma Gandhi played in that. What was that X factor that has made India to keep predominantly a larger part of their culture, you know, while other part of the world kind of lost theirs to colonization?
It's a very interesting question. And it's always said that half knowledge is more dangerous than the complete knowledge. You know, people only look at the positive aspects of everything what is happening. The common factor here is that, yes, British ruled both the country. And the fact of the matter is that the easiest way to rule any country is to make sure that they also speak their languages. It's very difficult if you do not know French, that you are going to a French-speaking country and you can relate in business. So basically, the idea of trying to govern a country is to make sure that there is a unified language. Hindi is not the most spoken, it could be the most spoken language in India, but it is not the only language. India still holds that heritage that we recognize every language which is there in India. Like I do know Hindi, I can speak decently well English, and I also know my own mother tongue, which is Tamil. And I'm sure that many of you might have heard that our Prime Minister used to go across the world and he keeps saying that the oldest language in the world is Tamil. In spite of the reason that he comes from a state which is called Gujarat, and his own language is Gujarati, he uses a unified language of Hindi to communicate to the people, and he advocates every state's language so that the state functions with their own language, so that the culture goes on, so that there is no drift that somebody wants to save the culture or language, or somebody wants to try to take over somebody's culture. The idea is to have an interdependent world. To be very honest and fact, you don't need to read any book or any thoughts. It automatically comes that when you have a larger population and when they believe in their culture, you know, whether it is Indian culture or culture in Africa and Nigeria, British didn't come to India and Nigeria because they wanted to give us something. They came here because they wanted to take something. Yeah. So that inadvertently says that we had a better culture, we had lot of resources here. God has blessed us. You know, God, that time when God had probably blessed all of us, he was not knowing that one day the whole world is going to be governed by money. So he thought that what people need is a good land, a fertile land, good weather, excellent atmosphere where everybody can live together. Is that not in abundance in Nigeria and India? It is. We have a very fertile land. We have a fantastic, weather. We don't need to be struggling to drink water where people have to buy water at $1 or $2. You can take it anywhere. So honestly speaking, you know, God has blessed us a lot.